Hi, I'm Agnieszka Świta of Camera. You are watching Live Prog.
Hello, welcome to Live Prog. My name is Marcel Haster. Nice of you to tune in for a new video review. A while back, one of my friends on Facebook pointed me towards an Italian singer and said you should check her out because she has a great voice. So, her name was Barbara Rubin, and I was not familiar with her music, but hey, who am I not to listen to such an advice? So I headed over to Barbara Rubin's page and, well, checked out her music. At the same time, that person got in touch with Barbara Rubin, explained that I was a reviewer, and, well, here we are then, doing a review on Barbara Rubin.
Cause I try to read the vanities every time.
Now, I have a reason for introducing this review as one for Barbara Rubin, because in my hands I have two albums, and they're both very different, but from the same singer. Now, to start with one that's a little bit older, that's this one. A solo album from Barbara Rubin, Under the Ice. Now, this is an older album from her. It's released in 2010, and it's the first one I listened because, well, I was kind of curious, you know, what is her sound? And I must say, when I listened to this album, I'll show it again. And we have the track listing and a picture of the singer in question. I found this a very beautiful album, very soft. It was more like a singer-songwriter material, but it also had some classical influences. And when I looked at the instruments that were used instruments like violin, piano. Of course, that creates a bit of a different atmosphere. But there were also a little bit more up-tempo songs with a bit of a proggy undertone in it. But all in all, this was a very surprising album. Now, moving on to the other album, then we have this one, Loreweaver. Title, Imperviae Auditiones. I hope I said it correct. A little side information on both projects. They come from Italy. And this album, Loreweaver, is a recent release, 2011. And when I listened to that, and you know, I have to bear in mind that I played this one first, and then I put on this one, and I was in for a bit of a shock, because this is something absolutely, totally different. Loreweaver is progressive metal, and I was amazed by it, but also the fact that Barbara Rubin can move from singer-songwriter classical material to, well, fairly aggressive progressive metal. Because when I listen to the tracks on Loreweaver, I gotta say it's really heavy stuff. You know, it's not the sometimes the guitar work is a bit more aggressive than I heard on other prog metal albums, so it kind of surprised me. But I must say, when I played this album and I listened to it a couple of times, and I find myself really enjoying this album. And I'll be honest, the biggest reason for me to listen to this are the vocals of Barbara Rubin, because she turns out to be an extremely versatile singer. She can sing soft, almost classical music, pop music, ballads, but when she sings on this one, wow, she has an extremely powerful voice. Very good, Very characteristic voice. It's really her own, you know, it doesn't compare really to other singers that I personally heard of or know. But her vocals on this album are really powerful stuff. But also musically, I think this is a band with an own face. And from what little information I gathered from the Facebook page, this is officially a project, Loreweaver. So it's not really a band, but nevertheless, it sounds like a band, because it's a solid group of musicians. And kind of Barbara Rubin joined these musicians, and together they made this album.
Your heart has turned to stone. Every lie, feelings you can't feel no more. It's caging your bones. Nothing up there, I treat you cold. You feel your pain. You will not be able to
I must say, it's a very good album. It has a face of its own, an identity of its own, and it has some nice touches to it. For example, the bass lines, the bass player really has some funky grooves in the songs throughout, so it's very, yeah, something I like when I heard that. The keyboards are also very good, you know, it gives it a proggy edge to it, and of course, well, the guitar player. On the album, it has 8 tracks. And the track number 7, called That Night, is a ballad, and in this case it's a really good ballad. I mean, here Barbara Rubin again shows that she can also sing this really fragile ballad with some really, well, it's a really haunting guitar solo in it. And I say that's how a ballad should be, you know, it got to have a guitar solo that makes your spine chill, you know, something like that. But that's something they find in here. Also, the songs are quite lengthy. One of them clocks a little over 4 minutes, but most songs clock 6-7 minutes. So, you know, they're not afraid to make the songs a little more complex, a little longer. Now, a very great album to listen to, and I must say, you know, 2 completely different albums. And the link they have is the singer, Barbara Rubin, and I gotta say, you know, this is an older one. I included it, you know, just to show you the difference and the versatility of this, well, Italian singer. I never heard of her before, I know of her now, and I can assure you both albums will certainly get some more time in my CD player, because, well, both of them in their own way are very good. So, well, I have 2 albums to offer you now and to, well, recommend to you now, but definitely live prog recommended music. Barbara Rubin, Under the Ice, and Loreweaver. Check them out and enjoy them.